Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, and for returning subscribers, welcome back. So I recently relocated from London, Ontario to Cranbrook, British Columbia. So that was me moving from one city to another city just because I got a job, as because I finished school. So like, of course, I'm moving on to the next phase of my life. And to be honest, the journey was crazy because the flight I booked was supposed to be 6 hours, right? I leave in the morning around 6 a.m. My flight was for 6:15 a.m. and I was supposed to get to Cranbrook, which was 9:55 a.m. Meanwhile, you guys should know that Cranbrook is 2 hours behind Ontario. So like if it's 7 o'clock in Ontario, that's London, Ontario. It's 5 o'clock in BC. That's Cranbrook, BC. Hi guys, this is travel day, and I already slept, but I barely slept through the night because by the time I finished packing up everything, it was like 12 midnight, and we just chilled and got to the airport by like around 3:45, 3:50, almost 4, and I checked in my bags. So even with me paying for like having 3 bags and paying for extra bag because one of my bags was overweight, I had to pay an additional 113 bucks, and I'm just like, now wow. But that's by the way. We shall left London airport late. We left, our flight was supposed to leave 6:15. We left 6:25, 6:30, and we got here, instead of getting here 8:15, that's Calgary airport, I ended up getting to Calgary 8:25. And this stupid Calgary airport, I hate it because it's so big. Like the last time I used this nonsense airport too, I missed my flight because where they dropped us from and where my terminal was, I was like, I think where the job was, that's terminal D, and then I had to find my way up to this stupid terminal A. Not until I was looking for the terminal before I went back. Oh, I've actually come to this nonsense airport, and it's the same experience I had. I missed my flight. Now instead of me to get to Cranbrook 9:55, I just relaxed. They moved my flight to 7. What is it? 7:15 or whatever. And now I get there like 8:15, and I'm just like, it's just messed up my whole plan, to be honest, because I was like, I'll get there early and just chillax. But man proposes, God disposes. So now, right now, it's about 9:30. So 9:30, I have 9 hours to kill in this airport. It's got to be my strength. Honestly, I'm just tired. Like I slept all through my flight, and I'm just pissed that things look up according to plan. But who knows? Sha, the cocoa matter is to get there in one piece. We started this journey too far, so we get there. And I just like to get smoothie, berry mango smoothie for myself because I don't consider like to kill myself. I cannot. So I'm much relaxed, drink my smoothie, find where to charge my phone because my phone is low, and maybe do some work, make calls, and catch up on lots of things I have to do. I think that would be like my agenda for today. And spend it wisely. Hopefully, they don't delay the flight again and I end up getting there later. Sha. Just that's update, guys. That's my view. Wait, hopefully I don't stay in this airport longer than that. So what did I do? I went to get A&W. So I sat down eating my spicy chicken habanero burger and a drink, chips, while I was catching up on some work that I had abandoned since had been busy other days trying to pack. Okay. After that, after I finished getting some work done, at this time it was in the afternoon, I spoke to family, spoke to friends, just stayed chilled. Then in the evening, I was getting tired. I'm like, oh, I did not come to this life to kill myself. So I started checking for other restaurants I could go eat within the airport. At first, I didn't want to go outside of the airport to like eat, but I'm like, whoa, we'll enter and come back one way or the other. So I eventually found a restaurant, and however, the restaurant I wanted to go and eat, it was where I finally found the place. I had to walk for like 15 minutes from because I was in Terminal A. That was where I was supposed to. take off from. So after walking from Terminal A to, I had to go to international side because that was where the restaurant was. But unfortunately for me, it was past screening, meaning except I was flying international flight, that's the only way I would have access to this restaurant. And I was like, oh gosh. So I decided to, you know what, there was this restaurant in Marriott which looked like equally good. I was going to just go to the restaurant there and just eat. So that's how I went to the restaurant at Marriott, and the name of the restaurant at Marriott is called Yakima. So I decided to go there, have some chicken wings, and have some shrimp egg noodles. Because guess what? You only live life once. After if I've been in the airport for the whole day, I might as well just enjoy myself. I finished eating, and my flight was supposed to board for 6:40 p.m. So by the time I was done and I went all the way back to Terminal A, it was almost time. I just charged my phone a bit because it was getting low. And I went to boarding area A01A. But as always, took their priceless time, and we ended up boarding. We were supposed to board 6:40 p.m., but we didn't board till almost 7. Anyways, we shall took off by 7:20 something. And because for me, anytime I eat, like I just feel sleepy and I doze off. So that was how before the flight even took off. Immediately I just strapped everything, I just passed out. Like I slept off. So what woke me up was I just felt the plane shaking, like it was weird. So apparently we're having like there was this crazy turbulence. It felt like, man, that was like the one time in my life. Just like the one time in my life I was literally scared. Like, oh my god, I started reciting Fatia because I was freaking out. Like, you know when you're driving and it feels like the driver is driving, like the car is just speeding with no control, like the driver is not controlling this, it's just out of control and it's speeding so fast. Like it was crazy. It was like the pilot was not in control of the plane. It was more or less like whether it was the cloud or the turbulence was controlling the plane. Like I was freaking out. Hey god, like one of the passengers like in the plane started like literally having a mini panic attack because it was crazy. So what happened was at that point we had gotten to Cranbrook, but we couldn't land because there were thunderstorms, and so we circled like the air for like 15 minutes. But they were like at that point the plane was running out of fuel, so guess what? We had to go all the way back to Calgary, and I'm like, you are kidding me? And this point it was raining and everything. We went back to Calgary. For me, my nanny was supposed to come and pick me up. I just felt bad because she was supposed to come and pick me up in the morning. I had to let her know like I would not be able to come in the morning, and she had been in the airport in the evening waiting for me, just for me to for us to get back to Calgary. Like, on my phone, and she already said like, yeah, they announced in at the airport that our plane could not land and stuff. I just felt bad because I had made her scatter her plans to come and pick me up at the airport, and I did not still end up even landing, which was messed up. Anyways, I was like, hey, are you kidding me? After saying this airport the whole day, what am I going to do? That's how we started waiting. Like, we kept asking them what's going on. Like they don't know, that we just have to wait to see what's up. Eventually we got an email after like 20 minutes of waiting saying that we'll be put on a flight going out 10:38. Not every passenger on the flight got this email, so like okay, among the lucky broods. That's how we're sitting down waiting. After past then the what would I call them now? The people that used to check you in, or that crew attendant, or what, I don't know what they call them. Anyway, she told us that our flight has been cancelled and we are not going anywhere. And there was also supposed to be another flight. After our flight took off 7:20, there was supposed to be another flight leaving for 10:20. Sorry, 11:20. But apparently that one too was cancelled. I guess because of the rain and the thunder stuff. I didn't think they thought it was safe for them to fly out, so they cancelled that flight. I'm like, oh my god. After spending my whole day in this airport, is this how my day is going to waste? So I was like, okay, let's go to guest services and see if we could get our flight rebooked. I went to guest services. I went to go and cry to one of the agents. Like, this is like, I've been in the airport the whole day. Like, I am tired, I am exhausted. I have literally been up since 1 a.m. that time, which was 3 in London. or because I'm traveling to a place I was supposed to have gotten to since the morning, but I'm still in Calgary where I do not know a single soul. The man has said, okay, you help me, just for him to tell me that the earliest flight he can book me for was the next day at 7:20 p.m. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to stay? I'm like, this is not even helping. And I'm like, okay, is the flight going to provide the hotel? They said no, because it was a natural occurrence, or something funny like that. So it does not cover. I'm like, are you kidding me? Anyways, I'm like, I cannot be in this Calgary to like the next day. Shasha, I said, okay. The guy now told me that another thing I attempt to do is go and like ask like a taxi outside. I didn't even understand the strategy. You can ask for taxi outside, and if the price is fair, you can go and pick your bag, because we could pick our bags from downstairs. Like, I'm like, pick my bag, and if I pick my bag, I have 3 big bags, tiny me, bags that are bigger than me. How the heck am I supposed to maneuver everything? So what I decided to do is, as I was trying to figure out my next course of action, because I was like, I cannot do this. Like, I cannot be in this airport till 7:20 the next day. It's just not possible. So I was checking if there were buses that went from Calgary to Cranbrook. I didn't see, but luckily I saw Papa Ride, and I'm used to Papa Ride. So I went to Papa Ride, and thank God I found a person going out 8:15 the next day on Friday morning. So I saw 8:15 and I saw 5:30. So I decided to chat them both, and I was like, I would see who would answer me first, and then I'll know what I'm doing. Luckily for me, the 8:15 guy answered me. I told him I had 3 big bags, and I was like, it's cool, no worries. I just told me I had to just meet him at his particular place, but that there was a particular pickup point I had to meet him from, but he was willing to just drop me off at my destination. So I'm like, okay, you know what, it's fine. So once I had that sorted out, I went downstairs to the baggage claim. Luckily, I was going to talk to the agent, and then I saw my bag dancing on the carousel. So I'm like, okay. I grabbed the trolley, put my bags on. Like, I struggled because those bags were heavy and bigger than me. But what can a girl do? Put my bags on the trolley. I'm like, I'm done. Like, I am done. You know, when you've hit your limit, even when my friend called me to shout, I'm like, babe, I am tired. Like, I do not have the strength, energy, and I'm not in the mood. So I just called, look for the cheapest hotel, which was this Inn. That hotel was not even cheap. But you know, when you're just tired, you're exhausted, you're drained, and I felt like I was thinking and sweating. I mean, I had been up since 4 a.m. and 3 a.m. London, which is 1 a.m. Calgary, and this was like almost 12 midnight, and I'm still here. I hadn't beaten, I hadn't done anything. Like, I felt gross and disgusting. So I just called them, made a reservation for one after it was just me. I still looking on luckily. They said they're going to pay for my cab. They just told me to go to R9 and get a cab and take it to Days Inn. So which I did. And they paid for the cab. I was able to get the room when I got there. But guess what? They did not have any trolley. There was nobody to help me. I had to haul my bags and my ass all the way from the front to the elevator, and off the elevator to my room. My only saving grace was my room was like next to the elevator. It was not too far. So it was not a mad hauling, but it was still stressful. So I had my bags crashed because I was exhausted, and after that I just slept off. Like, I like just messaged my parents. I called them, made them know I was fine, sent a message to everybody I needed to send a message to, and I slept off. So at 7:30 I was all done, and then I called the front desk to see if someone could help me with my bags, but they're like, no, they have a trolley downstairs, but I have to come get the trolley myself and get my bags down, because they didn't do, like, they call it room service or something like that. Basically, I had to hold my bags down myself. But I'm like, okay. I went down, got the trolley, ordered an Uber, and by the time I had the bag down, the Uber was almost there. So what I did was, I had my bags right in front of the front door, and they got my receipt and everything. I didn't even know that I had paid for breakfast, but coincidentally that Friday was 10th of Muharram, so I had to fast. and I was fasting that day. So I wasn't really bothered, but I just went and asked if I could go take. I took a bagel, I took some pancakes and bananas so that I would be able to like use them to break my fast if I got here and like I'm like I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyways, took the Uber. The Uber helped me. Luckily, it was a big Uber. It was a jeep, so he put the stuff in the car, and then apparently pickup was like McDonald's downtown. That was my first time downtown in Calgary. I took the Uber and we went to McDonald's. I was quite early because on the way the guy tested me and said he was gonna be 10 minutes late. I'm like, okay, no qualms. That's fine. I got there, I put my bags on the sidewalk, and after like 5 minutes of waiting, the guy came. Very nice person. Sha managed because he too was relocated and he had a small car. But Sha, it's all these people that didn't know how to park well. Because if it's me, I'll be like, this stuff cannot enter. Then I'll give up. But he knew how to park. Sha found a way to make everything like go inside the car, and then gisting like he was from Quebec. I had a good time. We're just gisting. It was like he was relocating because of work. I'm like, same here. Chatted a while, but honestly, I spent that trip sleeping like a chicken. Like I was sleeping for majority of that trip because I was drained. When at some point, my mom called me and she was like, "Ah, what's going on?" I'm like, "I'm on my way." She's like, "Ah, job on me, masu." That's like that's Yoruba for translation is, "Please, my child, don't sleep." I'm like, if I sleep, I sleep because me, I'm tired. My mom was just laughing at me. And I'm like, I'm exhausted. Whatever will happen, will happen. So from Calgary to Cranbrook was about 4 hours by road. The guy was still going to trail, which was 3 hours after Cranbrook, as he said, like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Like I didn't even know. I don't know where that is, but that was where he was going. So it was a very smooth journey. I got to see like lots of mountains, countryside. It wasn't a bad trip at all. And so we left Calgary downtown like 8:30, and we got to Cranbrook almost 1. But mind you, we had stops where we had to like take like rest breaks. We had to top up the car. But yeah, we got to Cranbrook like almost 1, and he dropped me right at my doorstep. So I helped me my bags out, and my lady came to open the door for me, and I entered. And that was how 6 hours trip, supposed 6 hours trip, turned to what? Turned to 36 hours. 6 hours turned to 36 hours. But Alhamdulillah, at the end of the day, I'm fine, I'm okay. Regardless of the hurdles and obstacles that come our way, we shall keep on persevering till we get to where we are going to. So Alhamdulillah, I got here one piece. And guess what? I even forgot to add the annoying part of this whole story. So after I got there and I called WestJet that okay, I'm already here. Let them refund me my last leg since I did not travel from Calgary to Cranbrook. Do you know how much people refunded me? Just $26. Baby. Just $26. Can you imagine? And I'm like, but yo, if I want to book a flight from Cranbrook to Crab, it's not going to cost me $26. And they had the effrontery to tell me that it is the kilometers traveled that dictates how much. And I'm like, it's not your people's fault. So that's like cutting my $26 back. But like I said, alhamdulillah, I'm fine, I'm okay. I've just been lazing around. I haven't gone out trying to unpack, but I'm being lazy in doing that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this new phase of my life. When I entered, I thought it was going to be like one dead ass city, but honestly, it's not bad. Like it's a mid-sized city or town. I don't know what's different between the two. It doesn't look like so quiet, like life is happening. But the only sad thing I just discovered is shit. No Africans though. I am so screwed because I didn't even come with any African ingredients or stuff like that. But that's last we could do alright. We can't survive one way or the other. So that's my relocation journey in a nutshell. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe button below. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Ciao. Bye.